there are many stories of Jews striving to survive during the Holocaust and the heroes who helped them. One such story is about Anne Frank. She had recorded her thoughts in a diary, which we know as the Diary of a Young Girl. This diary tells us the real-life story of this young girl. She and her family hid from the Nazis for 2 years in secret annex before they were betrayed and captured. Anne died in the concentration camp shortly after her 15th birthday, but her diary survived to tell her story. But before we read it, let me throw some light on who Anne Frank actually was. Anne Frank was born as Anneliese Marie on 12th June 1929. She wrote the diary while in hiding with her family and 4 friends in Amsterdam during the German occupation of the Netherlands in World War II. After 2 years in hiding, the group was betrayed and transported to the concentration camp system, where Anne died of typhus in Bergen-Belsen within days of her sister Margaret Frank. Her father, Otto, the only survivor of the group, returned to Amsterdam after the war ended to find that her diary had been saved. Convinced that it was a unique record, he took action to have it published in English under the name The Diary of a Young Girl. So let's read this extract from the Diary of Anne Frank and find the answers. From the Diary of Anne Frank by Anne Frank. Writing in a diary is a really strange experience for someone like me. Not only because I've never written anything before, but also because it seems to me that later on, neither I nor anyone else will be interested in the musings of a 13-year-old schoolgirl. Oh well, it doesn't matter. I feel like writing, and I have an even greater need to get all kinds of things off my chest. Paper has more patience than people. I thought of this saying on one of those days when I was feeling a little depressed and was sitting at home with my chin in my hands, bored and listless, wondering whether to stay in or go out. I finally stayed where I was, brooding. Yes, paper does have more patience, and since I'm not planning to let anyone else read this stiff-backed notebook, grandly referred to as a diary, unless I should ever find a real friend, it probably won't make a bit of difference. Now I'm back to the point that prompted me to keep a diary in the first place. I don't have a friend. Let me put it more clearly. Since no one will believe that a 13-year-old girl is completely alone in the world, and I'm not. I have loving parents and a 16-year-old sister, and there are about 30 people I can call friends. I have a family, loving aunts, and a good home. No, on the surface I seem to have everything, except my one true friend. All I think about when I'm with friends is having a good time. I can't bring myself to talk about anything but ordinary, everyday things. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. Maybe it's my fault that we don't confide in each other. In any case, that's just how things are, and unfortunately, they're not liable to change. This is why I've started the diary. To enhance the image of this long-awaited friend in my imagination, I don't want to jot down the facts in this diary the way most people would do, but I want the diary to be my friend, and I'm going to call this friend Kitty. Since no one would understand a word of my stories to Kitty, if I were to plunge right in, I'd better provide a brief sketch of my life, much as I dislike doing so. My father, the most adorable father I've ever seen, didn't marry my mother until he was 36 and she was 25. My sister, Margot, was born in Frankfurt in Germany in 1926. I was born on 12th June 1929. I lived in Frankfurt until I was 4. My father emigrated to Holland in 1933. My mother, Edith Hollander Frank, went with him to Holland in September, while Margot and I were sent to Aachen to stay with our grandmother. Margot went to Holland in December, and I followed in February, when I was plunked down on the table as a birthday present for Margot. I started right away at the Montessori nursery school. I stayed there until I was 6, at which time I started in the first form. In the 6th form, my teacher was Mrs. Cuperus, the headmistress. At the end of the year, we were both in tears as we said a heartbreaking farewell. In the summer of 1941, Grandma fell ill and had to have an operation, so my birthday passed with little celebration. Grandma died in January 1942. No one knows how often I think of her and still love her. This birthday celebration in 1942 was intended to make up for the other, and Grandma's candle was lit along with the rest. The 4 of us are still doing well, and that brings me to the present date of 20th June 1942 and the solemn dedication of my diary. So from this extract, we get to know that Anne was a 13-year-old school-going girl. For her, writing in a diary was a strange experience because she had never written anything before, and also because she believed that no one would be interested in her thoughts. But she eventually decided to write because she wanted to unburden herself of quite a few things. So on one of those boring days when Anne had nothing to do, she decided to pen down her thoughts in a diary. She says that she was prompted to keep a diary because she didn't have a friend. Now that's strange. A 13-year-old girl without a friend? Well, Anne further clarifies that she had loving parents and a 16-year-old sister and quite a few friends. She has everything, but not one true friend. Though she has had good times with her friends, she can't really talk to them about anything and everything. We don't seem to be able to get any closer, and that's the problem. And hence, she decides to write a diary. And because she wanted the diary to be a friend, she named it as Kitty. Anne goes on to tell us about her family and her school. In the summer of 1941, Anne's grandma fell ill and eventually died in January 1942. And then she comes back to the present date of 20th June 1942, when she began writing the diary. What do you think she must have written in it? We shall soon find out. And with this, we come to the end of this video. In the next session, we shall read the contents of Anne Frank's diary. So, be sure to join me there. Until then, bye. TutorMate. For more amazing video lectures, download the free app on the Apple App Store or Google Play Store,